Hello there, welcome to Back of the Landing Net. Chris couldn't make tonight, it's Saturday night, so I've come down with my wife, who's going to be doing a little bit of fishing, and we're on Little Hayes down at Topper Manor, a lake that's pretty special to me. Caught my first 20-pound carp here a few episodes back ago. General vibe is it's not fishing overly well. It's been pretty hard going, so come back down here just to see if we can recreate a bit of magic, really. So fingers crossed. Right, I'm just going to do a bit of a change of tactics. Had a boilie on for the first hour and a half. Had a couple of knocks, but I'd probably put that down to wind, so it's fairly quiet. I'm going to use a pellet, but I'm going to use it topped with fake orange corn, and then instead of a pellet stop, I'm going to use these new white stops. So I'll put that together now. On with the fake corn first of all. Put the pellet on next. It's like a carp kebab. Feed that through. Now where we'd put on just a regular stop, I'm going to put on one of these. So what we've got there is your pellet, orange fake flavoured tutti frutti sweet corn, topped off with a white cap. So I'm going to have that with a PVA bag with pellets around it, and also some trout pellets, and just pop them in the margin along the lake there, but nothing's going to miss that. Right, those little tips that I was just telling you about, instead of the boilie stops, they come in a range of different colours. Show you them there. They're a slightly different alternative to just using a bait stop. You know, that extra bit of colour, pink, orange, yellow, white, just could give it a bit of edge. And certainly as it gets into winter, if you're using a dark bait, you know, any advantage is an advantage. I've used them with boilies before, just as they are, but it was actually Maria's idea to put on a fake bit of corn and then top it with one of these as well. So just to give it, you know, a tutti frutti colour effect. So we'll see how that pans out. Got fairly hopeful. There's 5 other people staying on the lake tonight. We're going to be doing the 24 hours. I haven't seen any of them actually catch anything yet, so all is fairly quiet. The lake has been relatively quiet, so hopefully we'll change that tonight. Right, just starting to rain now. Oh, starting to pick up a few knocks. Bobbins is basically just moving up and down ever so slightly, so hopefully something's in the area. But like I was saying, it's just starting to rain now. We've got the weather forecast, and it's going to be heavy rain all night. So it's going to be okay, really. If you'd asked me, would I prefer 15 degrees and rain, or you know, -3 and a hard frost, I'd take the rain. So we'll see what effect it has. So just basically moving everything into the bivvy now for the night, and yeah, keep at it. Right, it's about 20 to 9 now. Not really much of a sniff. There's been a few little pickups. You can probably hear absolutely tipping it down now, which makes it a little bit difficult to freshen up the tackle, get some bait out there, but persevere with it. But in the bivvy now, it feels like it's about 11 o'clock, so I'll get out there in a minute. Hopefully we'll catch a carp, eh? Right, you can probably hear it's still horrific weather out there. I've just been out and put fresh bait on and refed up the swim. Had a few knocks actually since I've done that, so hopefully something will happen. It's about 10 o'clock now, so there's not a lot we can do. Probably just going to put our head down for a bit, to be honest with you. Set my alarm for about 2 hours time, then rebait again. Really, I like to rebait as much as possible through the night, keep it fresh. Like I say, there's other people fishing here. I think it makes a difference if you do make the effort to get up every couple of hours and put fresh bait on. So you wouldn't sit here during the day and keep the same bait on there for 8 hours. So I'll be doing that. So on a side issue, I've got one of these head torches, which are pretty handy, but that I can understand. See what you're doing. What's the red light for? It's not even very bright. You can't. If anyone knows, let me know. Back of the line, isn't it? Right. This is certainly a bugger worth getting out of bed for. It's about 2:30 in the morning. He's taken a halibut pellet just off the margin. 18 pound 4 ounces. Put up quite a fight. It's good to be fishing back down here again, isn't it? Back of the landing net. Right, it's still absolutely peeing it down out there. Fortunately got a bit of a break there when the carp came in. I don't know how. Lucky carp god, I guess. But I don't know how well that showed up on the camera, but it was a stunning 18 pound 4 ounce fish. Definitely worth getting out of bed for. And you know, 6 hours sleep under the belt as well. Means a raring to go for the rest of the session, really. Raring, probably not raring. Probably gonna go back to sleep, to be honest, if I'm being honest. So yeah, good times. Well, I don't know if you can hear this. It's not just serious rain now. It's turned into pretty serious wind as well. It's quite a storm out there now. The bivvy's holding up well. Keep getting knocks on the alarms, but I don't think that's carp. I think that's probably the wind. Yeah. It's grim. Conditions aren't good, to be honest. Really lucky to get the carp in the 2 hour break from this. Back of the landing net. Right, well it's just coming up to about 6 o'clock in the morning. Listening to that outside, it's not really inspiring me to want to get up and put fresh bait on and put a bit more feed out there, really. Some of those tents that I've seen around Woodmill Lake didn't look up to this, so it is horrible. Fortunately we're dry, more or less. We're warm, and the bivvy's holding up quite well to the strong winds as well. We've heard up to 60-70 miles per hour, so but it's not great for carp fishing, I've got to tell you. Good luck, Chris. Right, well, it's been horrific weather. We've had storms, we've had, not our bivvy thankfully, but there have been bivvies blowing across the lake. There's been absolute chaos here, so it's about 9 o'clock in the morning and it's time to call it a day for me, because at the end of the day we caught a nice carp, but it's too much today. Thankfully we did have that carp, but I've made up my mind on one thing. Give me a frost over wind and rain any day. Bad times.
Alright mate?
Alright dude, how's it going?
Not too bad, just here for the camera and the scales.
Lovely, lovely. What are you doing today?
I'm just off to Big Hayes mate, doing night over there.
No.
Yeah? Why? The weather's not going to be too bad, is it?
Well, the weather's been, wasn't too bad last night, to be honest. I think you'll be alright with it.
You reckon? Yeah. Cool. Alright mate, I'll take the camera.
Lovely.
Cool. Alright, I'll see you later.
I'm taking over the baton for this long weekend. I'm fishing on Big Hayes, right next to Little Hayes. I think I've been quite lucky because I've got the swim right at the bottom, under the old oak tree. Wind's blowing right in. There's already been a little bit of movement in front of me. Basically I've baited up 2 margin spots, one in the corner literally 10 yards away, one right in the margin about halfway across, using a combination of I'll probably put out about 2 kilos of tiger nut, the dynamite tiger nut and mainline sail, which I know work well, each with a little bag of a combination of the 2. So they're out there, I'm excited, it's the first time on Big A's, so fingers crossed. Hope I do as well as Jay. One fish will do me. Let's go and have a cup of coffee.
Well, they said rain solid till 6 PM. It's now 2 PM. Looks like it's clearing up. Wind's still a pain in the arse though. There, if you can see, I've got one about here, and I've got one right in this corner just out of shot, which you just laid out. Maybe a bit of a kind of one-dimensional attack, just hitting 2 on the margins, but I'll give it a few hours, see what happens. Like I say, I've seen a few fish crashing out not too far away from the margins. The wind's blowing right down here, lovely warm wind, so hopefully yeah, hopefully a snaffle one of my little boilies, scream off with it, give me a run, I'll hit it, bang, reel it in, here it comes, and I'll have a nice little fish. But yeah, the anticipation, gonna be a bit of a wait I think. But anyway, good days, back of the land, isn't it?
Oh, you've just caught me knocking up my spod mix. Like I said, I've got the mainline sail boilies, dynamite tigers, halibut pellets mixed, a few trout pellets, and this stuff by Cotswold Baits called hash, just to thicken it up. Just gonna crack in a bit of sweet corn with the juice as well to stodge it all up so it doesn't fly out the end. Lovely, and I'm just spodding up an area, probably about mid-water down this bottom end of the lake. I've seen a few fish moving there. I tell you, this stuff smells weird. Yeah, so I'm going to get it all in. I know you probably like my spodding bucket. Yeah, I left it at home, so I'm using this, but seems alright. I'll probably get a couple of kilos out now and just rest a nice boilie on it, or even a couple of pieces of fake corn on a KD rig. Haven't really decided yet, but like I said, it seems to be an obsession of fishing programs to go, oh what a lovely mix. It's just a mix, but you never know, might bring me a fish or 2, fingers crossed. Right, it's about 3:30 now, and there's a few fish moving over my spotted area, which is very exciting. Shit, that was rough. But ooh, that was about 3 yards out. But yeah, it's I don't know, I've just got a feeling signs are good. Like I said, I spotted all that lot out. Left a lovely trail because I added some dynamite liquid attractant in the obviously halibut pellets. Make it a lovely flat spot. But yeah, fingers crossed, something's going to happen quite soon. If not during the night, like I said. One decent fish, I'll be pretty damn happy. The first time on the lake. Another bonus is I haven't had a spot of rain. Well, maybe a couple when I was setting up. But apart from that, the weather forecast was for horrific this afternoon till about 8 PM. And it's alright, it's not as bright as it was at the moment. You know, a few clouds coming over, but it's pretty pucker. Have a little look. You see there? About halfway across there, I've done quite a rough spot. I mean, you know, it's probably about 3 meters across. Just plonked one of them in there. The one on the right is still in that corner margin. I haven't really seen anything happening with that, so I'm going to move that, I think. But yeah. Yeah.
Well, at least it looks like I'm not going to have such a hardcore night as Jay and Maria. I've just freshened up my spots. I've still got the left rod out in front about mid-water, but after seeing a few fish crashing, I've banged my right one right in this corner here, probably about 2 meters out from the margin. Stuck a load of spot over it. So I guess now it's just the old waiting game. It's starting to get dark, but it's nice and warm. And hope I have a carp in the night.
Right, updates from the bivvy. It's now just about 8:30. Just had my first knock. Oh, second knock. On the other rod. I've had a knock on each rod now. That was wicked timing. It's the receiver. Look, I'm not doing you over with a bloody. I've got an alarm down there. So there you go, on camera. My second most exciting part of the day so far. That's good signs. They're both back-leaded, especially the green one. That's on a lead core, quarter sinkers down the line. Back-leaded, so it should be pinned right on the bottom. So any little knock like that should mean there's a fish near it. Well, this is blowing my mind, the excitement. I knew it was going to be hard. Just nice to get a fish in there, wouldn't it? But yeah, better than being at home, I suppose. You never know. Any second could have a PB. That's why we do it, innit? I saw on the video Jay was like, well, why do they have these red lights? I think it's just because they're like unobtrusive, so if somebody's asleep and you need to do something, I guess you can use a red light. I don't know, look. Whoa. There we go. Right, camera off, radio back on. And I'll keep you updated if I get another knock. Don't worry, I'll tell you first. Probably not, because it might take Jay a day to edit, 2 days to edit. Back of the land, isn't it? Oh, I fucking wish I didn't do that. It's been a hell of a long time we've been waiting. This little ripper. £16.2. Took my baited spot in mid-water. Right, it's taken a hell of a long time, but eventually I've got one. It's about 6:30 in the morning. He took my mid-baited spot. Sorry I'm standing like this, but I've just got cramp in the back of my leg. But absolutely lovely mirror carp, gave me a great fight and tore away. That bait's been in for probably just coming up 12 hours now on my baited area. But lovely, first big haze fish. I'm really happy with it. Lovely mirror. Let's get him back of the landing net. Oh well, good morning. I'm pretty happy actually. Just getting that first fish woke me up. Sorry I didn't do like a blog out last night, but nothing else happened. Yeah, just kind of slept all the way through last night. I get awakened by this mad noise of the alarms come out. Lovely little fish. Shame it wasn't one of the bigger ones, but I'm not complaining. Like I said, now I've got up, it seems to be a hell of a lot of activity again all around. So I've left one on the baited spot where I caught one, but moved on from the baited spot and just chucked it up the lake where there's a lot more crashing and banging and things like that. A lovely morning. Very calm, not a breath of wind really. A few little spits in the air, but it's not too bad to sit out in. Oh, I've had the old lake to myself actually, which has been quite lucky. The only problem is most of the crashing's been coming from up the lake. But it looks like the first chap of the day's arrived. So yeah. Just keep fingers crossed I get another one before I go. Right, that's about it. Yeah, it's a shame we haven't been able to get together this weekend, but we had you know, different commitments. So, but we still did a night session each. Each caught a really good fish. Jay just about won the little match this time. Lovely 18 pound 4 mirror. I weighed in today with 16 pound 2. But it's been good on the old Todber Specimen Lakes. Really nice day. Yeah, sorry we haven't had as many laughs, etc. like the usual episodes, but you know, that's how it goes. Next episode we've been challenged again, and you know, we're definitely not favourites, let's just put it like that. But yeah, so all packed up. I'm off to go and get a haircut, much needed, and me and Jay will see you on the next episode. We're back at the landing now.